Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 71-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com. On just about every page, we have these free quoters. And what you can do is just click on the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select a coverage amount. Put your birthday, other information in, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies in your state with all the best and lowest pricing. And you'll be an exceptionally well-educated consumer by doing so. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can help you out with this as well. Now, the first thing you need to know as a 71-year-old female is $20,000 going to be enough for your final expense needs? Well, typically that would fall under cremation or burial. Now, the average cremation right now in the United States costs between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. And if you're going to have some sort of ceremony, like a remembrance of a life ceremony or celebration of life ceremony, in addition to the cremation, that's probably going to be between $3,500 to $4,500. So $20,000 is probably overinsured. We typically don't recommend overinsuring. Sometimes people will say, well, I just want to leave some money behind for my kids or my family. And we typically recommend against that with this insurance. Get just enough for what your needs are. The reason is most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income. And when we get them a policy, we just want to make sure that they're going to be able to afford that, not only now, but well into the future. And also, at age 71, the insurance will get more expensive the higher you get. And we really think that that money is really better spent on your family while you're alive versus getting extra insurance to give them money after you're dead. And if you spend that money now while you're alive, not only do you get the memories, but they will have those memories of you their entire lives. That's a pretty cool deal. So one thing we always recommend is just not over-insuring. Now, for burial, the average cost of burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. Now, that won't be anything fancy. I want to assure you of that. But, if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, pretty much anywhere in the United States, we would imagine they would get it done. It won't be fancy by any means, but they should get it done. And, really, why would they let that $10,000 check walk down the road to one of their competitors? Just understand it's not going to be fancy. So we would typically recommend for a 71-year-old female, probably anywhere between $10,000, $15,000, and $20,000. Now, that just depends on your budget. If your budget's tight, get $10,000 right now. You can always add more coverage later. If you've got some more resources, maybe look at $15,000 or $20,000. And that way the plan's inflation proofed, and you won't have to worry that as prices go up, you're not going to have enough money for your family. But again, just depends on your situation. Having some insurance is better than having no insurance. Now, one thing we always recommend is get first day coverage or benefits. Now, what that means is that if your policy was approved today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would pay out. And that's different than a 2-year waiting period policy where they won't pay out a penny in life insurance death benefits if you die in the first 2 years of any health or medical related cause of death. So we don't recommend those 2-year waiting period plans. I'll get into that in a moment. Now, a lot of people would say, I want first day coverage, but I know those plans ask health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. So, what should I do? And what we say is, hey, that your health is our problem, not your problem, because we work with enough different insurance companies that we've got right around a 90 to 95% approval rate for first day coverage, because we work with these different insurance companies. They all ask different health questions. They all have health niches. And 90 to 95% of the time, we're getting people first day coverage or benefits. So that's pretty cool. Now, the only reason that you wouldn't get first day coverage is if you had something really significant health-wise going on, like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or if you had dementia or you're on dialysis or you're in a hospital or a nursing home. If that were the case, something really serious, we'd probably refer you to another company. What also happens, seems like every week anyway, is we get somebody who will call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have any insurance and we don't have any money and their body's down at the funeral home and the funeral home director won't do anything till he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance policy really quick so we can get a check in our hand so we can get a check in the hand of the funeral home director. At which point we have to say, there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to issue a policy on somebody who's already died. That's not the way this insurance works. So you got to get this insurance while you're alive. And it's really terribly unfortunate that the person who died, they knew they were going to die. They probably thought they'd get this insurance someday, and then someday just showed up a little bit too soon and they missed it. And now their family is just struggling immensely financially, and they can't afford to pay for it. And now that financial burden leads to emotional burden. And all of that's just because somebody thought they were smart enough, thought they saw far enough advance, and then they didn't. They done went and died. And now their family's burdened. So don't be that person. And, don't be that person where your legacy is that everybody, when your name comes up, they automatically think about the fact that you kind of stiffed them with the bill and didn't take care of this, and they're the ones that suffered the consequences. So don't be that person. It doesn't have to happen. Now, we don't recommend 2-year waiting periods, and there's a bunch of different companies that offer those. Colonial Penn, probably one of the most popular, just well-known, I should say. Their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period. And there's other companies out there too, Mutual of Omaha, their United Omaha line, AIG Gerber, and there's other companies out there too. The only thing they offer is 2-year waiting period plans. And some of these companies have done an amazing job of convincing the American public that the only thing they'll qualify for is a 2-year waiting period plan if you're over age 50, to which we go, ha, 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 ha. Don't be such suckers. That is not true. We help people with first aid coverage all day long. Don't listen to the marketing on some of these companies. They are very crafty. But let's look at Colonial Penn. So a 71-year-old female might think, I outsmarted Colonial Penn. I made it all the way to 71 years old. Now for $9.95, I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000. And then they talk with a Colonial Penn agent, or they go on their website like we did. Female, age 71, $9.95 is one unit is $949. $949 isn't even going to cover the cost of a cremation. I'm not sure that would be anywhere in the United States. And it doesn't really matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period. It wouldn't pay out for the first 2 years for any health or medical related cause of death. At which point, $949 is not going to be worth that much 2 years from now due to inflation. So you start out so far behind with one of these policies. So I'm not sure we recommend that. Let's take a look. Since we're trying to get 20,000. Now, Colonial Penn maxes out at 15 units. And this is roughly $1,000. It's under. So this should be roughly kind of right, maybe just above $14,000. There we go. $14,235. You can't even get $20,000 worth of insurance for a female age 71. But if you settle for $14,235, that's $150. But let's go see what first day coverage would be. So we've got $20,000 for a female age 71. Let's click our get quote right here. And again, this is roughly $150 for $14,000. Look at this. For $107, you're going to get $20,000 versus $150 and get $14,000 and have a 2-year waiting period. So let me see, what's the difference here? 150 to, let's just say that's roughly $40 a month. So that's $40 a month. That's $480 a year. After 10 years, that'd be roughly $4,800. You're going to, after 10 years, female age 71 gets to age 81, you're going to overpay roughly $4,800 for $14,000 versus $20,000. And you're going to have a 2-year waiting period. And you're going to overpay on that policy for the rest of your life. So I don't know. that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. You can be a smarter shopper than that. You can save money with first day coverage. We can help you at Funeral Funds of America. Let's check out another company here. You'll be able to see all these different companies as you're on our quarter. Let's see, find one here. Oh yeah, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. Ooh, look at their pricing. It's higher. Yikes. Level coverage, that's good, first day coverage. But their pricing's much higher. Now, they've got a deal where if you die or when you die, they will call 2 or 3 different funeral homes and like supposedly get you the lowest pricing and, you know, maybe do a couple other things. But they charge in excess. They charge a higher premium for that. It's not free. So it's $161 versus $107. So I'm going to say that's roughly $50 more a month. It's actually more. I'm just easy numbers for me. $50 more a month. That's $600 a year. And after 10 years, at age 81, you have overpaid right around $6,000 more. Now think about that. Is it worth paying an extra $6,000 for a company to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that might take an hour or so? It seems awfully expensive. So we don't recommend that. What we do at Funeral Funds of America is we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide. We provide that free of charge. And you can just fill that out, what goes where, who gets what, and then what you want to happen after you pass away in detail. And then when you do pass away, your family will go to where your insurance policy is, and they will see that you also kept your funeral and estate planning guide there too. And they will have everything they need to do to take care of your final wishes. And they will be protected financially because you've got an insurance policy, and they will also be protected emotionally because you took care of everything in advance and it's all written down, and all they will have to do is execute your wishes. And what an ultimate gift of love to give that to your family and let them know that while you were alive, you were already thinking about protecting them when you were gone. What an ultimate gift of love to let your family know that you cared about them and you were thinking about them right until the very end. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So is there any other companies here? Let's take a look here. Yeah, here's one. Lumico, we see them once in a while. Level first day coverage, 121 to 107. I'm just going to say that's roughly $12 a month. It's a little bit more, but easy math. 12 times 12 is 174. $144. I'm sorry, $144 more a year. After 10 years, that would be roughly $1,440. It's probably right around $1,500 more. So, I mean, why would you overspend? Why would you pay more than you have to? Because that's just money coming out of your hard-earned income, and you're probably on a fixed or limited income anyway. So let us help you get the best rates. So go to funeralfunds.com. You can fill out one of our quotas. You can call us at our toll-free 888-862-9456. We've got a special quota for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. You can get the best discounts and best pricing there. And it doesn't matter. If you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it or see about adding coverage, we can help you out with that. If you are looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. If you just want some information or help or some guidance, we can help you with that as well. That's free. So we look forward to helping you out with this. We look forward to the day that we actually get to talk with you or meet with you. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.